Enter my mind to find another perspective I can use to define in rhymes, experience I've collected through being alive in this eclectic hive of energetic materialization. I'm inclined to be open to interpretation. I think it's important to consider information with healthy speculation, using discernment to avoid deceptive manipulation. On the flip side, it's ignorance to have condemnation without personal investigation. If there's truth to find, I'm not afraid to face it, not complacent. We should do what is right, regardless of the implication. Even if there's no end in sight, continue with that expectation. Feel the vibrations. Truth frequency has a unique resonance with a tendency to express itself across a spectrum in various degrees of measurement. If you see a pattern repeating its consciousness, develop it. If I'm seeking revelation, I proceed to feed the questions through my digestion until it flows into self-realization. In the let go, nature will show spontaneous organization. Open the window to feel the wind blow. Circulation is essential for alchemical transmutation. Allow dilation. Meditation is a great way to alleviate the feeling of being caged in. Cultivate the space to respond with grace, more room to be creative. The way out is the way in. The path back to roots is rooted in intention. Future and past collapse, and the only moment that ever has been or will be, all is contained in the seed. Mind, spirit, body. Triangulation is the method for navigation. Knowledge is useless without application. Trace the effect back to the source of causation to change the path in a more beneficial direction. Two trains of thought combined. I'm an individual and the collective. My brain's been trained. I'm here to break the chains and follow my heart's intentions. Along the climb, I found a vine of synchronistic connection. Now I'm here with AR Karmethic to vent this verbal aggression. The venom I spit is designed to uplift as transformative medicine. Embrace what is, grateful and patient. We are what we consume, from the air to our food. What is it laced with? It's basic. Nature promotes life. How much is synthetic and how much time do we spend outside? This earth is alive. Grounded, we thrive. Everything generates a field, electromagnetically intertwined. The grand design is revealed in the sky. We relate to the stars. It's genetic. That's why ancient builders whose words are prophetic built their great works on meridian lines, tapping Earth's force align with celestial energetics, tracing their lineage forged through constellations, formed throughout creation, knowing we are divine emanations. While this vessel's a blessing, part of the lesson is the beast needs to be reined in. The animalistic has its own inclination. The higher mind is to raise it. Exercise athletic drive. Mind over matter. Silence the monkey mind chatter. Master or be mastered. Ignite spiritual light and climb the ladder. Everything is energy. Learn how to ride the wave and balance the symmetry. Certainly learning my circuitry to rewire habitual desires to make them work for me. When I sink into sleep, the journey continues. Merging the subconscious consciously, I seek to resolve my issues. My inner narrative is honest with the bias of my shadow to raise my inner child. I refuse to be trapped in denial. I'm not perfect, but I strive to be the highest me and smile through the trials. If you don't like the screen, you can always change the channel. Things aren't always what they seem. We go stronger from the challenge. In between is the seam that always seeks to balance. The original image can't be seen physically. The fractality is something only the inner eye can gleam. In actuality, this nervous system interprets reality, decoding refracted light bouncing off of objects we see. The reflection projected by the sun, visible light is just a speck in the full spectrum. This body we're grounded in is immeasurably magnificent. Every cell is intelligent. All these organs and glands we're enveloped in hold sensory node knowledge. This body is a microcosm of the cosmos, as above, so below. Be in the know. In realization of self comes the harvest. Welcome to the garden of growth. Reconnect cells and step into the ability to harness energetic potential. Focus the mental, create the stencil, and become the pencil drawing the image of you. Shape the vision, step into the position, collapse the division, see the whole view. No separation, one collective organism co-creating individually through unique perspectives. This is a self-created adventure. We invent our truth. Use what works for you. Far from doom and gloom, infinite love looms, conspiring for us to bloom. I believe in me because I believe in you. That's why I choose more inspiring words to use. Even living a lie we're all see through, the only thing that will survive is truth. So I'd rather shed my disguise and align with the original design to create something beautiful.